Hi everyone, this is Miss Kabibi from Kabibi Hair, and before I get started with this video, I'm actually recording around the time of Jamaica's independence, so I'm wearing my black, green, and gold earrings, so just shout out to my fellow Jamaicans. Happy Independence Day. Okay, so let me go ahead and get started with the video. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing 3 tips for an easy sew and weave takedown. And this is actually a video request. And I think this was a really great question because a lot of times, like when you do a sewing regimen, if you don't do like a good takedown, you can end up causing like so much damage to your hair. So my first tip, number 1, is moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. The key to having minimal breakage when you do your takedown is making sure that your real hair underneath the sew-in is thoroughly moisturized. When I went to see my stylist to have my sew-in reinstalled, she said my takedown went seamlessly and that my hair actually felt it was so moisturized it almost felt like juicy, was the word that she actually used to describe it. The reason that's important is because if your hair is moisturized, then when you go to take down the extensions, you're not sort of fighting with dry hair, which is going to be prone to breakage. So when you're manipulating your hair, you need it to be like so just like lubricated and just moist that you can remove the braids very easily and then remove the shedded hair very easily as well. So that's the key thing. And that's something that you have to do throughout your regimen with wearing the sewing weave, is to moisturize it consistently. The second thing is, do not wear your sewing weave for more than 2 months. I think 8 weeks is probably the maximum that you can wear a sew-in and not have mats and tangles or even some locking start to happen at the roots. That's really bad. Like, you do not want to have, you go to do your takedown and let's say you wore it for like 3 months, maybe 4 months, and then come to find out you've had just so much new growth that it starts to like lock into itself, which it can do, and then you're gonna have to fight through that, and that's gonna cause breakage, and you're probably gonna end up with not only breakage but just like overall thinness. So that's my second tip, is to remove your sew-in every 2 months. The last tip that I have is when you're actually doing the removal, you must detangle, detangle, detangle before you shampoo your hair. So yes, when you take down the hair, it's going to seem like you're losing like a ton of hair. But what you need to keep in mind is, on average, we shed between 80 to 100 strands per day. So if you go 8 weeks without combing through your hair, you have accumulated 100 up to 100 strands per day over the course of 8 weeks. So what you want to do is you want to start using your fingers, remove the braids, and then just like sort of like almost like pull through the hair like with your hands very gently. If it's moisturized, you shouldn't have an issue with breakage. To just like really remove all of the excess hair with your hands, and then you can go in with a big tooth comb. I wouldn't recommend using a fine tooth comb, but keeping your hair in braids. You guys know I like to wash my hair in braids. So working in braids, working in sections, it's so important that you remove all of the shedded hair before you shampoo your hair. So those are my top 3 tips. So first is to moisturize your hair throughout your weave regimen. Do your takedown at every 8 weeks. And lastly, thoroughly detangle and remove all of the shedded hair before you shampoo your hair. All right, everyone, so I hope this video was helpful, and happy Independence Day once again. 52 years strong, Jamaica. I love my country. Alrighty, see you guys later. Bye.